spot on, and especially talking about like real estate is that we look for behavior, we're looking for attitude.
Yeah.
Right. We can teach the skills.
Yep.
We can teach the knowledge, but you have to have the right behavior. You have to have the right attitudes.
Because the big thing too is I've said this before, you can have all the systems and processes you need, but if you don't have culture, if you don't have an ecosystem, then the people you have aren't going to optimize your systems and your processes properly.
Yeah.
And culture, for me, creating a culture and creating a positive ecosystem where you're giving bonuses, you're giving rewards, you're taking care of your staff, that is so crucial. I call it sticky, right? The stickier your company can be where no one will ever want to leave means that you've got long-term players. Long-term players are not so disappointed that they didn't do well this week because they look at it, I've still got the rest of the year to do an amazing job.
Yeah.
But those short-term players say, oh, I didn't do well this week. This isn't going to work out. I don't want this. I'm out.
Yeah, and it's your fault.
Oh, of course, always,
Right.
always.
So yeah, we got a chance to connect initially at the All In event. Right, you came here with I think Robert.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And then we met
He's
again.
a really good friend of mine.
Yeah, he's a genius.
Yes.
And then we got a chance to meet again at Vic's event.
Yep.
Right. And there, I got a chance to talk about leadership and culture. So I mean, I think culture is really important. I think so. Can you expand a little bit more on culture?
Well, I was really impressed with everything you said because we're very aligned in a lot of ways, and I think that's why we get along. The creating a company culture based on core values, and a lot of people will just go out and look on Google for mission statements and core values, and then copy paste that and say, okay, print that, send it out to everybody.
Yeah.
You really need to spend some time and look inward on what you want for your company if it's going to be a long-term company, and if it's not, then the bottleneck is you.
Yeah.
And you need to get out of your own way. Maybe you just need to be a financier of that company and shut up and stay home. But developing that company culture and that ecosystem, taking care of your people, and it's not just in the bonuses or taking them out with party buses and having fun. That's neat. But for me, and I think for a lot of people out there, you can always make money at a job. Money puts money in the bank, and you can take care of your gas and your bills and your friends. And but if you want to grow in life, it comes down to knowledge and experience. And the more knowledge and the more education that you can give to your employees and to your staff, again, the stickier it's going to be because they're saying, man, I'm learning so much. The money's there, but I'm learning. And even if they have a dip and the money's not there, they're like, I have learned so much from being here. I want to continue learning, continue growing as a human.
Yeah.
And that's what enables you to have these long-term players. And when you have long-term players, they're telling their friends, and their friends are coming asking for jobs.
They're recruiting for you.
100%.
Yeah, I think I read somewhere like they come for the money and they stay for the culture.
That's it.
And I actually had a competitor in town, and like supposedly, is what I heard. What they were really good at was taking people to strip clubs and providing some nose powder. I was like, well, that's fascinating.
That's one way to do it.
I don't want to compete against them in that arena, right? Like if if that attracts you,
I mean, you'd have a 24-hour sales floor.
Well, that tells me that we are not a culture fit.
Yeah, no,
right?
I hear you.
If you're attracted to that, then this is
not it.
This is not going to work for
Yeah.
you. So